Jarbochov. I am here with Mario Paint. Now, let me tell you why I chose Mario Paint. The Nintendo Switch 2 comes out on June 5th, and some of the functionality of the Nintendo Switch 2 is the controllers can be used as a mouse. Mario Paint was one of the first mouse games for a Nintendo console. I fell in love with Mario Paint the first time I saw it. There's a lot you can do in this game. This game taught me how to be creative when I was younger because it has drawing like this. It has, see, this is my incredibly terrible handwriting. It has music. It has animation, and it has a game. There's a lot of charm to this game. Normally, you can draw with some of the colors. We have tons of colors here. We have different palettes. Look at these incredibly wonderful 16-bit textures. Super Nintendo is capable of producing over 65,000 colors. We've got some rainbow. We've got more rainbow. So yeah, it's got drawing. Let's draw something. Let's do our logo. Let's make a reasonable facsimile of it. Do this. Let's do M. Oh, I'm already. Okay, this guy down right here. This is Undo Dog. That's his name, Undo Dog. A pun on underdog. He is actually featured in Super Mario Maker. They actually took a lot of elements from Mario Paint and put them in Super Mario Maker. Such as Undo Dog. That's mostly an M, right? That's somewhat like an M. Let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and just take that. And we're going to go ahead and put it here. I'm going to undo dog that right here. And we're going to get most of an M over here. Okay. Let's get a good old 2025 on here. Yes, that's right. It's 2025 the last time I checked. Let's color in. Use some fun colors. This is our color scheme. Okay, cool. You know what? Let's do a dark background for some contrast. Let's go ahead and paint that in. You'll see that it's taking a long time to paint this in because this is pushing the Super Nintendo to its extreme. No, I don't like that. Let's do gray. That looks better. This is wonderful, right? These are my skills of an artist right here. And I just erased. Okay, so cool. So like I said, we've got that. Now we can also use stamps. It comes preloaded with a bunch of stamps. You can also use your own stamps. So let's go ahead. We gotta throw a Game Boy down here. Let's go ahead and throw a little baby Yoshi down here. You know what? Because I love you all, we're gonna put some hearts up here. I love everybody in chat. You know what? We're gonna put a car here. Or let's go ahead and set another debate. I saw somebody talking about pets in chat. Dog. Let's put a cat. And peace was never an option. Let's put a goose. Cool. All right. We've set our scene. Now, besides just painting, we can do shapes. We can copy and paste. Let's go to the other menu. That's right. There's a whole other menu here as well. We can go here and we can make our own stamps. So what should we try to make as a stamp? Let's be basic. And I'm just gonna make a smiley face. I'm gonna make a goofy smiley face, right? Where's this? This game taught me about pixel art, because this is pixel art. This is essentially a pixel art creator. If you're old, you know what pixel art is. For you young people, we didn't have 3D graphics back in the day. We had what we called sprites, which meant we had to keep our images about 16 by 16 pixels so that they would fit. So this game kind of taught me like how they do the Mario stamp. I'll show you in a second. They actually have some Mario stamps of like the animation. Let's do the goofy face with like the tongue out. That. Yeah, right. He's goofy. He's a goofy guy. We're gonna save that. We're gonna put that here. We're gonna hit the bomb to go back. And when we go to our custom stamp, there he is. Pop. So that's the stamp maker. Here you can set the background color easily. We also have a text. I was going to and didn't have enough time to put our full website on, but you can go in here and just type. You know what? I'll just type chat as well. We'll say hi chat. How about that? Getting busy, isn't it? Hi. Chat. Okay, so that's like the text. This also has kanji characters in here. And katakana characters. In the actual Mario Paint manual, it teaches you about each of those characters, like the numbers in Japanese and some of the letters, which is really cool that they included that here. Got numbers. We can even do math, but I was told there would be no math today, so we're not going to do math. But yeah, that's what we can do text. We can do bigger letters here like this. So we can do letters. Next, animation. So this game also teaches you about animation, which is really cool. And like I said, it has some of the Mario sprites in here already sort of pre-animated. So we'll go in here and make a 4-frame animation. Let's make it look like Yoshi is chasing Mario. That sound good? So we're going to put the Yoshi head here. We're going to go ahead and try to line that up as best we... This requires some precision. There we go. We have a Yoshi body. We have a little baby Mario. Let's make these running. Cool. So that's 1 frame of animation. So now we're going to go over here. Put Yoshi here. We're going to make him... There we go. See, now his legs are moving. And then we'll make Mario like so. Come on, line up. There we go. And because I'm lazy, we'll copy. Can we copy him? We can copy. I don't remember. Yeah, we can copy and paste this. So we'll copy this, put it here. What am I? What? Huh? Undo dog. This. There we go. Copy this. Oh no. Undo dog. Copy this. Okay, we have a 4-frame animation. Fantastic. Now, what we can do with that is we can put it on a path. So here's our little animation. You can see him walking. We're just going to have him, we'll have him walk up here. Here. Right? There's our animation. And then we go to animation.
Hey, Jared.
Yeah.
Wasn't there just math on that screen? I saw some multiplication.
Don't worry about it. There, we can speed it up. And then we can also, whatever music track we have selected, we can have that here. Have a frame. We've now learned animation. Next, go back. Let's learn about music. Well, you know what? Let's change the music for the theme here. I think, let's see. Let's chill. Do that one. But there is a music editor in here. This does teach you some fundamentals about music. Up here at the top, you'll see all of our little stamps, but when you put them on the screen, we have sounds. So that's Mario. We have a mushroom, which is like a bass drum or timpani. We have Yoshi, who's a Yoshi. We have a Fireflower, which is like our brass. Game Boy, which is like 8 bits. Meow. 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 We have Pig. We have Swan or a Goose. Among others. Planes. This one, the little baby face, which always kind of creeped me out as a kid, but that's a little something. And some strings there, bass there. So, with all of that, you can make some music. Now, I did not prepare ahead of time. I was going to score you something in this game, but I didn't do that. But it does come preloaded with music, again, to kind of teach you how to make a song. So let's go ahead and listen to this one. Right? That's kind of cool. No, I was not a Mario Paint prodigy myself. This did you have to make 1,000 bad things before you make your first good thing. But this started me down my path of creativity, along with the Game Boy camera, which I'm not showing you today, which taught me about photography. But again, this was a nice thing Nintendo has done over the years in terms of allowing players to be somewhat creative with tools that they provide. So there was Mario Paint. There's a game that came out in the DS a few years called WarioWare Do It Yourself, which actually let you make mini games in WarioWare and had an even more robust music maker. They've had the Nintendo Labo, which has you can make a cardboard piano and make little gaming things. It's an Electroplankton for the DS was also sort of like a music experimental sort of thing. There's been a ton of things that Nintendo has done to be Nintendo that nobody else is doing on other consoles or platforms. So I really do hope with the Nintendo Switch 2 that they'll continue that tradition with a good old mouse control.
Doesn't Mario RPG have some music in it too?
Yeah, Mario RPG does have a segment where you have to learn certain songs with do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, da, and put them on a clef to unlock part of the story. So yeah, music has been a huge part of Nintendo. Now, with all that said, let us go into my favorite part of the game, which is this coffee mug. Which this is what Sir Chadley, he's like, this is just an excuse so you can play this game, isn't it? And I was like, no. Yeah. So if we click on this coffee mug, we're playing the fly swatting mini game with a mouse. This is just a game with a mouse. We're gonna swat some flies. See how far I can get. Stupid bugs. Got some dragonflies. They start shooting at you. Move my hand. Oh, we got one up. Nintendo did do more games with the mouse that just weren't released in the US. One of the Meal-Morial Madnesses, I did Mario and Wario, which was sort of like a puzzle game that you use the mouse for. Unfortunately, in the US, not many games took advantage of the Super Nintendo mouse. Somebody is at the door. I can't stop. I'll get my phone when I get to the boss. Wait. Left-handed. There you go. Okay, there you see. They do eventually shoot at you. You have to move your hand so you don't. I don't know if you guys hate bugs as much as I do, but it is bug season. All right, we got the boss. He's like a mechanical giant fly bee. He's our worst nightmare. He's been created by AI to form all of the bugs. And I don't want to know how those little flies are being produced. It's better not be known. This guy, I used to play this, and I could only get past the first boss when I was little, and that may be what happens today. Because this is very hard. I would not say this is easy by any means. Throw me a 1-up right there. Do you remember those commercials where the bugs would be like, "Yeah, we're doing great," and then somebody in the home would be like, "Good thing we have Raid," and all of the bugs would be like, "Raid." Okay, fortunately that game's over. No, that's just the first level. There's multiple levels. We got some new jams too. More flies. Love the sound effects in this game. I'm actually playing with an updated optical mouse for the Super Nintendo, but the original Super Mario Paint came with a ball mouse, which was not as easy to control as this by any means. It's much easier with an optical mouse. Everybody here in the studio, all they hear is some frantic clicking. Yep. I am in the zone. Oh, we got to survive for 8 more seconds. And okay, boss number 2. I think he's even more aggressive this time. Again. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you have to kind of like dodge those bugs with your hand, which they're going so fast right now, it's very difficult. Come on. We give them the okey doke. When I was a kid, I used to just spam this, but you have to hit them and run away to be effective. Oh, 1 life to live. Wish me luck, chat. Oh! Oh! Saved by the bell. Come on! Oh, man. Okay, level 3. I don't know. See, we're gonna die. We're so gonna die. Hey, Koopa Troopa's with. All right. I think this is the final level. I think there's only 3 levels. We are not going to make it past this. Ah! Yep, there we go. Oh, save with the belt. Yep, there we go. I am swatting for my life. I hope you never have to deal with this many bugs in your home. Oh. This is wild. This is not good. Oh my gosh. So that's the fly swatting mini game. Again, a good time waster. A good use of the mouse for a game, just teaching you some gameplay that you can do with just a simple mouse. We're going to go ahead and exit there. I think I got, 5 more minutes? Yep. So let's just go over a couple more things. So one of the other things I like about this game is it totally recommends that you learn through trial and error. This wonderful art piece that we have here, it actually gives you tons of ways to erase it. So we can go ahead. It's not just an erase. So we can go here. That's fun. We can go here. Don't adjust your dials. They actually did add some of these to Super Mario Maker 2, I think. Some of these erase methods as an homage to Mario Paint. And again, as a kid, this is just entertaining. This is like when you play SimCity 2000, you set the monster on your town. It's just like, I'm going to watch the destruction of what I've created. So yeah, there's fun ways to erase it. By chat, we're going to erase all of that. And then I'm going to show you a couple more things. So with our stamps, we can make little scenes too. Again, there's stuff that's in here, or already preloaded in here to kind of help, young learners about art. And again, just doing art is art. Art is about learning about the process, learning with the tools, and sometimes, limitations can bolster creativity. So we'll create some sparkly rainbow lattice. I don't know what we'll call that. Right. And we'll go up here and put some other flowers.
I bet Procreate doesn't have a Yoshi stamp button or a flower background.
Procreate, Adobe, they're not going to give you Mario and Yoshi and all these stamps. You have to go to Mario Paint for this. Okay, we've made a little background for ourselves. We're going to go back to stamps. Let's put some trees. Another one. He has to have a friend. Every tree has to have a friend. Thank you, Bob Ross, for teaching that us. Trees here. Those are some conifers. We'll put some like fruit trees here. Right. But let's just put a block here. Got some bricks. You know what? We didn't put some water in here. We should put some waves. There's a little lake. Oh, palm trees. Palm trees. Cool. We've got a vine, so put that up to the sky. Okay. We have just some basic shapes here. Shapes. We have some 3D shapes. This kind of teaches you about like an isometric 3D space. And we have the Mario guys. So we have like a Bob-omb, or like I say, Robert Om. We have a Goomba. We have a Koopa. Go back. We have some animals. We have this little Mario right here. Let's just put him hanging out by the lake. Shout out your favorite animal in chat. What is my deal with shape? We've got a giraffe. We'll put wait. Is that a fish with? Is that Steve the fish? Before we knew, he's got legs. It almost put him out here. Let's see. Got a bunny, just a bunny face.
Le Poisson Steve.
We've got like the whale from Super Mario Brothers 2. Put him out here. You know what? Beetles are cool. Beetles don't bother me. Beetles are cool bugs, right? They don't really bother. We got like what do you call those types of fish? I never remember. The big. Tell me in chat what this kind of. You know what? We got some bicycles. We'll put a mountain out here. So again, this kind of teaches everybody. You can kind of just make your own little scene. Remember one more thing. Let's do that real quick before we run out of time. Goodbye. Let's see. Where is that? Right here. So you can save and load your creations. It saves what you've painted. It saves your animation. It saves your music. But you know what? There's even a coloring book So again, tons of ways to stay entertained and learn. Let's go ahead and, you know what? This isn't Mario. It is not Mario. It's Luigi. It's Luigi, guys. We're going to go ahead and paint his hat. And this automatically fills in everything. They've nicely made the lines so you can just go in here and paint that. That's Yoshi with a 5 o'clock shadow. He does have to shave. Not many people know that. But yeah, you can just have fun. Have you ever seen a blue mushroom in Mario? I haven't, but now there is one. And paint, and let's just make some rainbow hills. You know, I'm excited during the Blind Mario Kart. Do you think they're going to go to Rainbow Road? I think my time is almost up, so I just want to thank everybody for watching Mario Paint. I hope this encourages you to be creative, because being creative is important in life. So thank you so much.